Wow, I was not expecting this. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So I feel like this video is going to be very interesting because we're going to be doing a full face of Profusion Cosmetics. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I saw that they came out with foundations, and I don't think I've ever seen foundations from this brand. So it's their Feel Good Skin Long Wear Skin Perfector foundation, and I grabbed two shades because I honestly didn't know which one would work. And I purchased these online, by the way. So this foundation is cruelty-free and vegan, and it says it has hyaluronic acid. It's a medium to full coverage natural satin finish foundation with SPF 15. But yeah, I grabbed two shades because, like I said, I didn't know which one would work. So we have Deep 1, which is warm yellow undertones. I have a strong feeling this is going to be the one. I mean, just looking at it in person, this is going to be the one that I'm using. And then Deep 3, neutral. But of course, I'll swatch them on my skin so y'all can see how they look. So not only did I grab some of their foundations, I also picked up a few more things because, like I said, I wanted to do a full face with you guys. So I am very excited and really curious to see how these are gonna work on me. Now, I don't have any skin prep products. I went ahead and moisturized my face with my Curology moisturizer, but I do want to prime my skin at least before we go into my brows. So I'm going to take my Milani Prime and Protect and my Rimmel London Stay Matte. I like to mix my primers. Well, not mix them, but I like to put them in different areas on my face. So I'm going to take the Milani and put this pretty much all over except for the T-zone. This has SPF 30. So this will be my moisturizer, my primer, and my SPF, even though I already have on moisturizer, but you know. Now taking Rimmel and put this on my T-zone. Okay. Let me put something on my lips because they are dry. I'm going to take this e.l.f. CBD Lip Oil, which I have been obsessed with. It smells like peppermints. It kind of reminds me of, y'all remember those Bath & Body Works lip balms? Like that come in like the green tube. This reminds me of it because it smells like it and it tastes, no, it doesn't taste like it because those are sweet. Anyway, let me do the brows. So I got the Profusion Good Brow Day. This is in the shade dark brown, and it's just your typical really skinny brow pencil. So you have the brow pencil on this side, and then you have a spoolie on the other side. So I'm going to take the spoolie and just kind of brush up my brows, get them in place. Also, for all of my newbies, we do the brows first on this channel. So I'm just gonna take this. Is it coming? There it is. At first I was like, is it applying? Okay. This is a good color. Not bad at all. Okay, pause. I just realized I did not tell y'all. Like I know I told y'all earlier that I purchased the foundation online. I actually purchased everything that I'm using on their website. But if you've never heard of Profusion, you actually can get this brand from Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and they're super affordable. So I got the Profusion Conceal palette. I've seen this so many times in TJ Maxx. This is how it looks on the inside. So you have, these are just cream concealers. You can use these as contours if you want. But I'm gonna take a concealer shade in here and just clean up under my brows instead of grabbing my Kevin Aquan like I usually do. We're gonna try to keep everything Profusion. Now, I will say some things in front of me are not Profusion, but they are drugstore. So I'm trying to keep this whole tutorial all drugstore, all affordable products. Oh, this comes with 2 brushes too, by the way. So I'm gonna take the little concealer brush in here and dip into, actually no, what am I doing? I'm just gonna take the thing that I usually use anyway for my brows. This is by Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna dip into this color right here and just use this to carve out my brows. I'm also gonna use this for my under eye concealer too. I hope it's some good, but just by applying it right here, this stuff, I don't know, it seems a little greasy. Ugh. Like it's really, really slippery, if that makes any sense. And it looks lighter once I put it on too. So now that I have this concealer blended out, yeah, let me show y'all once again. I used this color right here. And look how light it looks on my skin. Like it looks white. So I don't think I'm gonna use this as my under eye concealer. I can go in with this one, but it looks too orange if I did that. So we might have to pass on the Conceal palette. But I will say I do like the brow pencil. I'm not done with my brows, by the way. So after I put on my foundation and my powders, I go back into my brows and kind of even them out and all of that. Let's put this foundation on. I'm very, very nervous, y'all. So I'm gonna use the shade Deep 1. Actually, let me use both of these. Let me swatch both of these on my face. No, I'm gonna do it on my chest. So that way it'll be easier. So y'all can really see it. Plus, I don't wanna wipe it off since I've already put on my primers and stuff. So I'm gonna take it on the chest. This is how you're supposed to match your foundations anyway. All right, so this is Deep 1. And that's Deep 3. Ah, did they have a shade between this? I'll have to go back on there and check. But here they are. I'm gonna take my finger and just do that and do that. So, ooh, now that I did that, this looks pretty light. So, this is how they look. All right, let's see how this looks on my face. Again, I'm using the shade Deep 1. And by the way, you get, it's 1.01 fluid ounce. Now let's blend it out. So it looks like it's a good match for this part of my face, like the center of my face, but I'm gonna take a brush and blend out that side. But this is how it looks with the sponge, and it's pretty right there. Let me take some down, and I'm gonna have to go in with a little bit more because it's not spreading anymore. So let me take some more of it. Yeah, so medium to full coverage. I'm gonna try to build it up so I can see how it looks. Let me take a little bit more over here. Ooh, hoo-hoo. I might have went in with too much. See how it matches the inner part, like the center of my face, and then once I brought it down, it's a mess. But let's see if I can work this out. Okay. Not bad. So once I started blending it out, it's honestly not that bad. Well, I'm trying to look over here because I can see it better in my monitor. But what do y'all think so far? Okay, so as I'm blending it out with my sponge, it actually feels like it's kind of sticky. And it is supposed to give you a satin finish. Did it say that? I think it said that. Natural satin finish. So kind of like the e.l.f. foundation, because that one also gives you a satin finish. And it does blend out really, really good. It's just, I feel like I could go a tiny bit darker in this foundation. Just a tiny bit, because it's kind of like, I don't know. The finish is pretty though. But color-wise, I feel like if it was a little bit darker, like a tiny bit darker, a tiny bit warmer, then I would probably like it even more. Okay, now let's take a look. So yeah, definitely wish this was a little bit darker, because you can really see it now that I've blended it out over here. And then look at the difference. Like, it's pretty light. Yeah, but you know, we'll try to make it all work once I put everything else on my face. Let me try to blend it out with their brush. So I got the brush set. This is what is it called? The Magnetix. I'll have it, everything that I'm talking about or use, I'm gonna have in the description. But long story short, this is a magnetic brush holder. Look at that. And you can just have it sitting on your vanity. Super, super cute. So I'm gonna take the foundation brush and blend it out with this. Oh. Okay, this is already looking streaky from the brush. That's why I like to use sponges over brushes. Okay. It looks pretty right here, but once I start blending it everywhere else, because my skin is not like the same color all over, but it does look pretty in my T-zone. Okay, let's talk about this. Coverage wise, I like how it's not a heavy foundation. It's very lightweight. It does give me a really pretty finish. Very natural looking, so you can see that is definitely a satin finish. But color wise, I'm not too happy with. It does give me some sort of a cast, if y'all can kind of see what I'm seeing. So I think if they had a shade after this one and before the darker shade, then it may work. But as far as how the finish looks, how it feels on my skin, I have no complaints with that. It's just the color. That's it. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I am not a fan of mixing foundations. I feel like if you have to mix a foundation just to get your perfect match, then you don't need that foundation. Go to the next one. But I do like to mix my foundations if they're different finishes. So for example, if I want to mix this foundation in with my, let's see, my NARS Natural Finish Foundation, or this one with Pat McGrath, or this one with Shiseido, I would do that. Just not the same two foundations just so I can get the perfect match. No. But if y'all want to do that, these are really, really, really affordable. You can definitely mix these two. Let me show you how they would look if you do mix them. I'm going to put it on my chest. Put a little squirt there. And then a little squirt of the other one there. I'm going to take the same brush that I use. I'm just going to kind of flip it over and kind of mix it together to see how that would look. Yeah, so that actually looks so much better. But y'all know me, I personally don't like to buy two foundations just to get the perfect match. But being that I already have these two foundations, then I would definitely be using these together. But y'all would not, you know, see me buying two foundations on a regular just to get my perfect match. So I'm gonna try to put a little bit of this on my face, just in the areas that I need. Okay, I put a little bit more on the sponge, just 2 little dots of both of the shades, and I'm gonna take it around the perimeter of my face. Okay, wow. This builds beautifully, y'all. This builds up so beautifully. Look at my skin. and it still feels comfortable. Like, it doesn't feel like I have on a ton of foundation. So for my concealer, I just went ahead and pulled out this one by e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's the Flawless Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut, because I really don't want to use that other concealer, well, the Profusion concealer. You know what, just to brighten it up a little bit more under the eyes, I am going to go into the concealer palette from Profusion. So I'm going to take that same shade that I used and taking the Profusion concealer brush that came in the palette, I'm going to place it right here. Okay, let's blend it. I want to try something. I'm going to go with the darker shade right here. And let's try to, I'm gonna put some around my forehead. And then down the side of my face. Oh wow, I'm doing a lot of different things, y'all. Y'all know I don't usually do this, but I at least want to play with this palette. So, and I'm gonna take my sponge and blend it out. Okay, so this just warmed it up a little bit, kind of gave me a little bit more dimension. The color looks a little as long as it's not gray, I'm okay with it, because I can definitely finesse this. I'm gonna put powder on top of this to make it look better, but I'm glad it doesn't look gray. So if anything, it looks, does it look a little purple? Okay, setting powder. I don't have a setting powder from Profusion, so I'm just gonna take my Rimmel London Stay Matte and put this, dang, let me get a brush. And I'm pretty much just gonna put this where I placed the concealer. Let me take my and tap out that concealer so there's no creasing. And then taking that setting powder and go under the eyes. Okay, y'all, this might be looking good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't have another powder from Profusion, so I'm also gonna take another one of my Rimmel London powders. This one is also the Stay Matte. This is just a different shade. It's called Toffee. And I'm gonna lightly brush this around my face so that way everything can be set. I am not, oh, there's a brush. I'm gonna use the Profusion brush. So the powder brush that came in that brush set. So the next thing I have by Profusion is their contour case, but I thought about using this shade right here as my bronzer today. Even though I did kind of sort of bronze up the face, I still want to put something just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I know they have another one. This one is in the shade, it doesn't say what shade, but this one is the, oh, I just dropped the brush, but this one is the darker one. I'm gonna take that brush that was in the set. This is like the angled powder brush. Okay. It's not as warm as I would like it to be. I mean, because it's a contour shade. It's not a bronzer. But it's not like, it's doable. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, wait. Girl, I could use this as a bronzer for real. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was not expecting this whatsoever. It looks good. Like the overall complexion looks good. I know the foundation is a little off, but the overall complexion, like how it looks It looks good. Let me take the brow pencil and just fix the brows. I'll just take the spoolie and blend it in. Now I'm gonna pick up the little brush from the little magnetic brush set. It's just a flat shader brush type of thing. And I'm gonna take that same shade that I used to bronze and just take it down the side of my nose to kind of contour it. All right, guys, moving on to the eyeshadow. This palette right here I've had for a while. This is called the 7 Shade Multi-Finish Palette. I noticed that it's hard to find this particular one in store, but they do have it on their website. They have this one and they also have another shade. This is the most pigmented palette. The mattes are pigmented. The shimmers in here, they're not my favorites, but these mattes are really good. And the other palette that I have is their Emerald palette. This is the one that I really wanted to be the star of the show because I wanted more of a teal green. I don't know. I definitely want these colors to be the star of the show, but I pulled this one out because there's no transition shade in this palette. So I'm gonna take this and take the shade, I'm actually gonna start out with this color in the middle right here. And I'm gonna use their large blending eyeshadow brush. This is the ES1. And even the smallest little taps in the shadow give you the most pigment. Look at that. So yeah, I'm just gonna dust this in the, look, ooh, I went in too heavy. I'm just gonna dust it in the crease. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the same brush. I just kind of wiped it off. Now I'm gonna take the Emerald palette and dip into this green right here. This is matte, by the way. So I wanna start out with some mattes first before I even attempt some shimmer. I don't even know if I'm gonna do any shimmer, but I'm gonna put this in the crease as well, but not like, how do I explain this? So basically I'm putting it on the outer corner of my eye and also in the crease, but not as far up as I did the other shade, if that makes sense. So keeping it right here. Yeah, Profusion has really good eyeshadows, y'all. And I'm keeping this color right. I'm not taking it all the way over. I'm just keeping it in this area right here. I want to smoke this out a little bit more. I'm going to go back into my other palette and pick up the black, sticking with the same brush. I'm just going to tap the tip of the brush into the black because a lot of that color comes up. And I'm going to place it on the very corner of my eye right there. See that? And then start to kind of blend it into the green. And I'm gonna dip that brush into the green again. So I'm kind of going back and forth and kind of overlapping the black. So that way you can still see some green, but you can also see a little bit of the black. Can y'all see that? Okay, so for this next shade, I am gonna use a shimmer. So I'm gonna take this color right here. And I'm just gonna use my finger for this because I always feel like, well, with me, oh, this is kind of like a gold green color. But yeah, with me, I feel like I work better with my finger if I use like metallics and stuff. Ooh. 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 Holy crap. Do you guys see the intensity of this shadow? Wow, I was not prepared for this. Wow, okay. I was not prepared, y'all. Look at that. I'm just tapping it on my entire lid. Wow, I was not expecting this. I have a mascara. It's called the Lash Out Loud Length Volume and Lip Mascara, but I still want to put on some falsies. So let me put on my falsies real quick. I'm going to use my Ardell Remy lashes in the style is 778. I'm going to pop those on really quick and I'll be back. All right, we got the lashes on. I also went back into both of the palettes. I picked up that same green that we used, and I also picked up the black. So I kind of mixed them together and just kind of smudged it on the bottom lash line to make it look smoky. Now let's try out the mascara. So again, this is the Lash Out Loud Length, Volume, and Lift Mascara. And I opened this earlier. This wand is super duper skinny. I think this will be perfect for the bottom lashes, if y'all can see that. But I still like to coat my top lashes after I put on my false lashes. Oh yeah, this will be great for my bottom lashes because it's so skinny. It's kind of giving me the, what's that mascara that was like super popular back in the day? Was it, I think it was the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, or was it the Stiletto? No, it was the Stiletto one. This kind of reminds me of that mascara. So yeah, I like this mascara only for my bottom lashes. I can't really tell if I like it for my top lashes yet because I mean, I just put it on with the false lashes, but just by applying it on my bottom ones, it applied really, really, really well, and I can actually see my lashes. So I do like how this definitely gave me some more length down there. But I'll definitely try it out by itself without wearing false lashes in another video or another time, and then I'll let y'all know. But I do like how it looks on my bottom lashes. I don't know if you guys can really see it because I did, you know, smoke it out some, but I can definitely tell a difference. Okay, going back to the contour palette. This has, it looks like it has a blush and a highlighter in it. I don't have anything else in front of me that's Profusion that could be my blush. So let's try this out. Let me use this one from Real Techniques. This is the 400 blush brush. Real Techniques. Hopefully this looks good on my cheeks. Ooh, it's very powdery. It kind of looks like NARS Orgasm. But let's see how it looks. Ooh, nah. Oh, that's frosty. More so highlighter on me, but I don't like that. Let me do the same thing on the other side so they can match. And I'm just gonna pick up a blush out of my collection. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Let's just use this one by Milani. This is the shade Spiced Rose. And let's just put this on the cheeks. Okay, y'all, the last step we have is the lips, but let me brush away this powder first. So I saw that Profusion had this lip set. It's the Lippy Squad. It has 4 matte lip creams and 2 sparkling lip toppers. This was actually the only lip set that caught my attention. So, and I don't usually gravitate towards liquid lipsticks anymore like I used to, but let's see what it's working with. I feel like I want to use a light nude today. So this color, let me open this up. I actually want to swatch all of these with you guys. I'm just going to swatch it on my hand. So let's start with a darker shade at first. This one is Poetic. I don't think I've ever, ooh, this stinks. I was saying I don't think I've ever used a liquid lipstick from Profusion. So there's Poetic. I'm not a fan of the smell though. Next we have Impulse. I'll do a close-up once I swatch all of them. This next one is Pure. Ooh, I like that one. I like the first one that I swatched and then that one so far. And then the lighter one is called Sahara. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one today. So those are all 4 of the mattes. And then it came with 2 of the lip toppers, which are these glittery shades. So this first one is Nectar, which is the lighter one. Oh, these are really, really frosty. And then the last one is called Obsessed. These don't feel like glosses, like they feel kind of watery. All right, so let y'all see them up close. Yeah, they don't feel like your typical lip gloss. It's kind of like a really thin, watery, I don't know, I can't describe it. But let me go in with Sahara for the lips. But first, I do want to line my lips. I'm going to take this e.l.f. Cosmetics lip liner in the well, it doesn't have a shade on it, but this came in their set, which is now available on their website and also on Target. I remember at one point they didn't have it available online, I guess because it sold out. But these are available now. It comes with 3 other lip liners and then a lip gloss. I just really love this one right here. I'm going to line the lips with it. So it's just a brown, your typical brown liner. It's actually a good dupe to the MAC Cork. This is a really good dupe for that. All right, going in with the liquid lipstick. I'm going to place this in the center of my lips. I don't want to do too much because I like to keep the lips natural when I do a bold eye, but this looks pretty good. I would say I'll go in with the lip topper, but since we have glitter on the eyes, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep the lips matte. So yes. Okay, I need to spray my face. I don't have a spray from Profusion. Let me grab a spray. All right, grabbed 2 different sprays. I've been using 2 different sprays a lot recently. This is my Believe Beauty setting spray. This matte lipstick is pretty sticky. I guess it needs to dry down some more, but it's pretty sticky. Anyway, let me spray with the spray. Then I'm gonna take my damp sponge that I used earlier with the foundation and just kind of tap it in. So I usually go in with the spray that locks in the makeup. That's gonna make the makeup last throughout the day. So this has been really good from the drugstore. You can get this from Dollar General. And then I also like to go in with the Dewy spray after. So I'm gonna take this new e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. So right here, and then right here. Ooh, this smells so good. And then taking the sponge again and just pressing it into the skin. All right, guys, so this is how the look came out. Right here, I'm standing in front of my window so you guys can see how it looks in natural light. I actually want to do a wear test because I'm really curious to see how this foundation is going to hold up. So I will check back later on this evening so y'all can see. And that way, I'll give you guys my final little spill on these products. So I will see you guys later on. Okay, I am back. I got you guys sitting up on this little, we're not even gonna talk about it, but I'm back. This is how my face is looking. I'm sitting here editing the video right now, and I realized in the beginning when I told you guys that I wanted to do a wear test, I did not tell y'all what time it was, and I am always so bad with doing that. But I think I sat down to film around 2:15ish, which is kind of late for me to do a wear test, but I did not intend to do a wear test today. Now it is 7:48 p.m. So it has been a little over 5 hours. I know I can actually go longer if I wanted to, but girl, I am ready to take this makeup off and just chill and not have to worry about getting makeup on the pillow. So yeah, this is how the skin is looking. Usually by now my smile lines would be peeking through really good, but I'm starting to see it right here a little bit. Now the foundation itself, I realized I didn't tell you guys in the video, the range is so poor, you guys. I had to double check after filming just to see if there was a shade in between these, and yeah, these are the only 2 darker shades. Well, they're the shade before this one, the one that I use. But yeah, this is as deep as it goes. But I will say I had a lot of fun doing a full face of Profusion. I just wish that they had more shades in their foundation. Let me know if any of you guys have tried any of their products, which ones are your favorites, which ones did not work for you. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. But yes, girl, that is all that I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for any of you who have never used or tried out Profusion Cosmetics. Yeah, so if y'all enjoyed today's video, give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.